Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals. The Minnesota Timberwolves have everything to fight for. Their path is simple. Down 3-1 in a must-win situation, they must bring tenacity, the heart, and an absolute will to win as they face elimination against the Oklahoma City Thunder. The quest for the best in the West continues. Coming up next.
It's the Western Conference Finals here on 2K Sports, and it's Game 5 action with the series of 3-1. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Slim is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's Julius Randle, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's McDaniels in at the small forward spot. And for Oklahoma City, in the backcourt, we'll see Gilgeous-Alexander and Caruso. The post pair form will be Williams and Holmgren. And it's Dort in at the small forward. Look at Oklahoma City. They've got it back on their home court, Greg. A great shot to close it out tonight and advance to the final.
But they can't get caught looking ahead. Keep your focus and bring your best. Close out games like this, you expect maximum effort. And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
And the three ball is good.
Right there, Daniels is saying, you got to come get me if you want to stop me.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets it go from 14. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Working on being more consistent with this shot, Randle certainly helping his confidence moving forward.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Now, here's Dort. Following the miss by Julius Randle. Holmgren. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Boy, they're on fire right now, cooking with gas, starting this one out 4-5.
Three-pointer, Randle connects from three-point range. Randle's got 5.
Yeah, you know, he's evolving his offense over time, Julius Randle, and I think the coaching staff is happy to see it. They like to see him take and make these shots.
Now, here's Holmgren. Here's Dort. Whoops, they pick off the pass. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Here's McDaniels. Rebound by Williams. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4-5 from the field so far. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Can't connect from short range. The Timberwolves have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Puts up a deep three. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And Slim picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Thunder making a change here. Joe's checked in, and a change for the Timberwolves. Joe Ingles is checked in for McDaniels. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Gobert with the defensive effort.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Here's Slim. Knocks down the three ball.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good from long range. He's got 7.
And he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percent.
Here's Slim. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Minnesota in the lead. Pass to Alexander-Walker. Here is Slim. He's got 5. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Alexander Walker passes to Slim. And it's off from three-point range. Oklahoma City's gone 1-2 from long range in the first quarter. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And watch out for SGA going to the basket. He will put it on your head if you're not watching.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that was pretty clear.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
Wow. But he had something in his eye on that shot.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Hartenstein's checked in. Minnesota also making some changes. Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in for Julius Randle. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. In the backcourt, we'll see Gilgeous-Alexander and Caruso. Williams is out there with Hartenstein, and it's Wiggins in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder.
And the guy who some people thought might go top 3 in the draft, an old injury to Randall's foot, dropped him down to the number 7 spot. Still pretty good high pick.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 18 points in the game. Timberwolves trail by 4. Here's Randall, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
For Randall, another bucket. He continues to expand his offensive game.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and there's another one for the Thunder.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Pass to Randall. Shot clock at 5. Gobert with a screen for Randall. Here's Slim. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. And now, let's give you a look at the players who have stood out at taking high percentage shots in the playoffs. Number 5 is Julius Randle.
And guys, that shooting percentage of his has been spectacular since the start of the playoffs. He has been completely locked in.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Holmgren, he's checked in for Hartenstein. And it's Dort in for Wiggins. Randle passes to Slim. The 3. The shot drops. His shooting percentage improves. He's 3 for 7 now with that basket.
A fantastic decision-making big. Randall with the right choice there, finding the open man.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Gobert against Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren gets the bucket.
And I love the competitive edge Holmgren plays with, coming right back with his own triple.
Here is Slim. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Here's Slim. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Thunder lead by 4. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the 3rd quarter. What an atmosphere in here as we return to the action of the Western Conference Finals. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Randall out there with McDaniels. Then there's Slim. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Randall with the bucket.
You know, guys, every year Randall seems to improve as a scorer. You know, he's looking more and more confident, more comfortable out there scoring the ball.
Williams sends a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target with his 3. Timberwolves trail by 4. To the left wing. Here's Slim. That three off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where one or two possessions can impact the outcome.
And this is SDA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. They lead by 4. With the drive, and Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
And moving with such speed, the quickness of SGA's drive, something to admire.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Randall kicks to Gobert. Slim passes to Gobert. Here is Slim. Three-pointer. A three-pointer is right on target. Slim's got 13 points.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
Caruso finds Gilgeous-Alexander. 18 feet out. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 26 points.
Everything working for him out of the half, and they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Slim passes to Gobert. Out to the wing. Slim, no good.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Pass to Randall. Here is Slim. Launches it. Second chance shot. He's off on that one. Good D by Holmgren.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Randall.
And helping the team space the floor there. Randall with so much more confidence now from the outside.
And the Thunder with some changes. Hartenstein comes in for Chet Holmgren. And the Thunder leading by 5. In the backcourt, we'll see Gilgeous-Alexander and Caruso. Dort and Williams up in the forward positions. And it's Hartenstein in at the 5. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure. Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
You know, they've been knocking down triples, too. They've continued to make the most of their opportunities from behind the arc as well.
Here is Slim. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. McDaniels gets a wide open look. Good on the triple.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Let's get an update on Chet Holmgren. David, what's the status?
Kevin, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for Oklahoma City, and this is an unfortunate injury, potentially devastating for them. For a team that is so close to making the finals, this is a huge concern.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
Holmgren, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Randall with the bucket.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
I don't think there's any question about it. I mean, as long as he keeps knocking them down, they might as well keep going back to the well. No reason to let it run dry. Keep firing that thing.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander takes it off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 37.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low. It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped. He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
The Thunder leading by 6. And there's a minute 45 left in the game. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Randall with the ball. Dort covering. Swing passes to Randall. Alexander Walker with the ball. Over in the corner, McDaniels. To Alexander Walker. Pocket 6. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 39.
And what a shot from Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy isn't afraid of the moment. Wow.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. The coach told his players, hey, they're feeling the pressure over there. Keep pressing, keep fighting. They're starting to crack. Well, let's get this game even, guys.
Okay, David, thanks. That one goes in.
Calm when it counts. Randall has that clutch DNA.
Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm. And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
A wide open look here for Caruso. No good on the quick 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Swing passes to Gobert. Randall from outside. Connects from downtown.
And how about Randall coming up clutch? Wow, this guy has ice in his veins.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And where some feel stressed, Gilgeous-Alexander feels strength. Love the confidence from the young fella.
And they commit an intentional foul. See another one of those so they can get into the penalty. Here is Slim, and an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, he got a foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
You can't make a second free throw either. Missing both. With the floater, can't cash in.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but at least they did get the clock stopped. That is the one saving grace of that situation.
And you just knew he wasn't going to miss that one, not with so much riding on it.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. So I'm looking at the clock, and guys, the situation. What do you think we're going to see next?
Down one, just enough time, I think, for a couple of passes and shots. We'll see what they do here.
So it's Minnesota taking the W in a close one. People were writing their obituary before this game, but this win casts the series in a whole new light now.
And listen, they've still got to win 2 more, but after seeing how they performed tonight, is there any doubt, Kevin, they're capable of it? I mean, we could be in the midst of a major comeback.
No doubt at all, you're right. And now, let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Kevin, with Julius Randle. And Julius, you get it done at multiple ends. Where has your focus been in terms of approach?
Just taking what the defense gives me. I'm a lot more patient, let the game come to me.
Don't really try to force things as much. You know, sometimes I get out of character, but just try my hardest to let the game come to me the most.
Well, you were a big part of the win tonight, Julius. Thanks for your time. Kevin, back to you.
David, thank you as always. That concludes this program.